Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Yep. Another episode of the Pat Down right here with me, Chris, and Dion on Zoom. And what we talking about today, y'all?
We talked about OJ.
Oh, yeah, we talked about OJ, yeah.
Talked about Pup a little bit.
Pup in a dog fight.
Tag team.
We talked about your uncle who froze to death in a car?
Yeah, my uncle froze to death, and I don't know how he froze to death in 50-degree weather. I think they put the nigga in the refrigerator and set it back in the car and tried to put it on the weather. But stay tuned to after the music. You can hear how he unthawed and did he live.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Did I tell y'all I had a colonoscopy?
We knew you were having it, but we haven't heard about the fallout, so to speak.
The fuck you mean fallout?
I just assumed that there would be a cascade.
So first of all, they gave me the shit. They gave me a prescription that wasn't covered by my insurance, and I knew it was the really shit that Ashley had when we was in LA. And it just really blow your asshole out. I wish I had one right now because I lost like 9 pounds fucking with this thing.
What is a thing? What?
It was you drink this liquid and then you take a Docolac and then you drink more of this liquid, and boy, when it came, it was like, oh boy. It sounded like a choo-choo train coming out my ass, like a purr, like that. You know,
I wish we could just get a compilation of all the sound effects you make for the noises that come out your ass.
and you know, you gotta keep shitting until it go clear, and it get lighter over the time. By the time you go into your second shake, but boy, when I tell you, I was up all night, letting loose till my toes was numb, and you know, you can't go in it until it clear like water, and so. I'm laying there. I get to the doctor's office. She said, "Is it clear?" I said, "Man, clear as it gonna get, bitch. Come on and do what you gonna do." So the doctor walked in and he said, "I'm here to do your colonoscopy." Well, you African, right? And I said, "Dude, you gotta stop walking up on me like that. I be done shitted up on myself." You know, he kept walking up on me and didn't tell me he was coming in the room with nothing. And so I'm praying. I'm like, Lord, please don't let them find no little knots in my colon and shit. You know, them little bumpy knots, little cyst or whatever.
Polyps, yeah.
Polyps. I call them nuts in the inside of your intestines. They look like little nuts. And so after I shit in my brains, I was happy to be shitting because I was weighing myself as it was going down. I was like, I was just full of 9 pounds of shit. And I was wondering how far up the intestines do the shit come down. Because, you know, they say the intestine wrapped all up your back and down your legs and shit. And so I was wondering.
What?
She got that Facebook doctor who was pretending.
Yeah, right.
Well, I want to know how far did it clean you out, man? Because I didn't wake up. I mean, so they take me and they get me ready. The lady was really nice, and she took me back there, and the doctor started telling me, "I'm gonna give you a little something." And he talked to me for a minute, and the next thing I know, I don't remember shit. I woke up, and he said, "I don't remember what the fuck they said to me. I just remember they said they found one polyp and they cut it out, and I went home." And I just noticed my booty hole was greasy as fuck. It was so fucking greasy. And I couldn't understand. I was like, what kind of... Hold on one second.
Right in the middle of the greasy booty hole story. What a cliffhanger. Let's take a break.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're back
Yeah,
talking about your greasy booty.
We back for the greasy booty hole. Like I said, so I get home and I can't get the grease out my ass. And I'm like, why is my booty hole so greasy? And it's yellow. It just kept coming out yellow. Like, this is a man stick iodine up my ass. Because I didn't wake up shitty or nothing. I'm like, what? I don't know what he did to me. They called me, was like, how did your procedure go? We wanted a feedback. I said, why was my asshole yellow and greasy?
You got fucked by Ronald McDonald. They brought the McDonald's clown in.
I don't get fucked in the booty, but I'm like, what is going on with all this yellow shit? I just kept wiping yellow shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So if there's a nurse out there, can you tell me what the yellow shit was coming out my booty hole? It was just, I don't.
You just spit on your camera, Chris.
I see it, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck? I was like, he just bust a nut on the camera.
It made me laugh so hard I spit right on the camera.
I was like, what the fuck was that? He made me. You remember that man, that big time man? I don't know what he did, but he was big time in the movie industry. He was jacking his dick when he was on the Zoom.
Oh, Jeffrey Toobin.
Oh my God, Chris, not on the podcast.
I just heard booty hole. I couldn't help it.
Something about leg intestines, huh? So is everything good? Are you all right? I mean, you didn't have no nuts in your ass?
I had one nut growing, but they cut it out, and they said it wasn't cancerous. So
that's good.
Because you know about my daddy, right? He got cancer, and everything. He be scaring me. So I'm like, oh Lord, thank you, Jesus. But my asshole clean.
Got your asshole from your mom's side.
Like I said, they just do alcohol and get hit by cars. So I'm glad to be some kid of them people.
Hit by a car. Getting hit by a car doesn't run in the family.
Shit me. I done had a few relatives die from getting hit by a car.
Are you serious? There's no genetic test on 23andMe for that.
Yes, it is. Y'all niggas like getting hit by SUVs. Yes, we do.
Yeah, Transformers.
We like Goodyear upside down. Yeah, so everything turned out right. So
they were in a car, weren't they? They weren't on foot.
Huh?
Were they in a car or on foot?
They're usually drunk and they walk out there in traffic, somebody hit them.
Oh my God, they were on foot.
They don't die. Drunk people can't feel when they get hit by a car. They dump right back up and mind ain't motherfucking business. You know how many times my Uncle Bunny don't fail? I was just telling Cortland, I think I told y'all my Uncle Bunny. He failed so many times. He looked like he got Vigarago. He skinned all the skin off his face.
I never heard that.
My Uncle Bunny, he peeped. I told you about him. He the one died in Atlanta. He froze in the car.
No, I've never heard this. I would remember Uncle Bunny dying in a car, freezing to death with vitiligo.
He didn't have vitiligo. The niggas fell so many times. He was dog skinned like Kucha Kinte, but he fell so many times he skipped the black off his ass, so he was just pink.
I didn't realize it was like a cucumber you could peel off.
I didn't either, nigga, but that concrete peeled that nigga till he was pink. People thought he had Vigarago. He had no motherfucking Vigarago. He had gin and juice and concrete disease.
It's called alcoholism and poverty.
Well, no poverty. Hey, he fell in Buckhead. That motherfucker left his skin around a lot of places.
Oh,
He would get drunk and just fall, skin up his nose, skin up here. He had spots all over his face, elbows. He was pink. He was literally fucking pink.
I would
Because he
give.
fell all the time when he was drunk.
Oh man.
Uncle Bunny. I had an Uncle Peanut, Uncle Bunny, Uncle Cecil, Uncle Larry.
So how did he
Uh,
freeze to death in the car? What, was he passed
You know,
out drunk or
good-
something?
You know good well ain't nobody froze no death in Atlanta. Have you not been to Atlanta and
Nigga,
looked up on our bridge?
You literally just told us that. He got
I
that
know.
information from you.
My cousin said that, right? She gonna comment to my he froze to death. I said, can't nobody freeze death in Atlanta. Nigga, ice cream cone can stay outside in Atlanta. Okay? All them motherfucking homeless people in Atlanta laying up on the bridge like they on the Miami Beach. You gonna tell me one nigga froze to death? Ain't nobody froze to death. It don't get cold enough. If it was Minnesota, I would have gave some money to GoFundMe. I was like, I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all niggas just trying to raise some money. Y'all probably don't put Uncle Bunny in a motherfucking bag anyway.
Did you see that girl who had to GoFundMe for her PPE loans?
They
No.
all better get one for their PPE loan.
What?
She was trying to
Mhm.
raise, I think it was $20,000 to help her pay back some of the PPE loan because she didn't realize she had to pay it back.
All of them lied about them PPE loan. They're going to JAEL. Did I spell that right? No, What the fuck?
J-E-
That's a nigga name. JIL. JAEL. I can't believe that came out so smooth.
You were so confident.
That should,
What
be,
the fuck?
that should be the name of this episode. JAEL. Jail. Rudy Giuliani going to JAEL.
I couldn't believe it. I just said, I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't how you spell J, you crazy bitch. Yeah. They all going to jail for them PPE loans. But they gonna government, you don't fuck with the government with their money. I try to tell these niggas, they run around here just snatching that money. How I had a business, okay? Trump set y'all motherfuckers up. All y'all play business. What you do? I babysit. I do nails. Okay, bitch. You ain't never filed a tax in your business. Okay. Bye, 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 bye.
I think people
You
think
sure look good behind bars.
like nobody was going to look
that-
into these
Was
loans.
that supposed to be Johnny Gill? She said, bye, bye, bye. You sure look good.
Oh.
That orange on you sure is sexy. You looking like a Tropicana nigga.
What?
And this bitch looking like you know when they got on stripes, they be in that motherfucker looking like a sexy zebra, giraffe behind bars, but stealing the government money. I told him, but you don't play with the government. They
Mm-mm.
might not get you today, but they gonna get you tomorrow. Okay? They gonna get you. You better leave them up for government motherfucker. Hey, the government get motherfucker for anything. You hear me? They'll dig you up and arrest you. You know how
Especially
many
when it comes to
motherfuckers-
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, they be out there. You know how many times they done motherfucker went out there and gave some of these singles and they grave tax liens on their property and stapled right there to the top of their cast. I mean, the top of their motherfucking headstone. You've been served. I bet you Jane Brown got a whole list of shit hanging off his motherfucking headstone. Y'all better stop that shit fucking with the government. I don't fuck with no government. I've been stopped stealing from the government. I've been stopped lying. That's why I ain't never said my children were retarded for no social security checks like all my friends were doing. I ain't do none of that shit.
They're worse than the mob. They have all the guns, not just a few guns.
They don't come with no guns. They guns are pens and paper and repo man. And
Sometimes
they
that's
come,
worse than the gun.
Yeah.
Shit, at least the gun gets you out here quick. You be dealing with that litigation for years. boy.
Yeah.
crying in the court trying to suck Juliana's dick.
I saw a thing where they I think it was, what's that show John Oliver does, Last Week Tonight? He was talking about how hard it is for people to file for bankruptcy, like because there's chapter 7, there's chapter 13, and then like the cost for filing for chapter 7 is cheaper and usually clears your debt, but you have to be able to afford to file for chapter 13. And like if you miss a payment, then you have to you just keep
you have to put like collateral up and like your car, your house or whatever, and they will take it if you miss one payment. Yeah, it's like really rigorous.
And so like the system is designed to where if you get into 13, they put you in money management classes. And this one particular white woman, they went into bankruptcy because her child died and like I think her husband got sick. So she just went into debt like out the wazoo. It wasn't because, you know, she was bad with money. It was just she had all these medical bills and whatever. And she's trying to get the law changed. And they were like, sorry, can't help you. And so she had to start all the way over. And after she had buried her child, I can't remember what her name was, but it was on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. If y'all want to check that out, I had never, because I didn't know shit about bankruptcy.
Yeah, it's like a really structured and hardcore. Did you guys see that Ja Rule owes $3 million in back taxes?
Yeah, he going to jail.
That's fucked up. That nigga was the hottest nigga out in the early 2000s. He was on everybody's song. Every summer he had 4 songs playing on the radio back to back to back. And now he don't got no money.
Well, that don't mean you ain't got no money. That just mean you don't want to pay them.
Well, the Fire Festival, there was a class action lawsuit and they won $2 million. So he's still trying to make money off of it, but he's having to pay some of it back.
That ain't his fault. Why would you want to party with Ja Rule in 2019? Like, nigga ain't made a song in 12 years.
Didn't they lock that guy up from the Fire Festival?
Yeah, he's in jail right now.
And how much money did he raise from that?
Oh, I forget.
Let me look it up.
It's huge.
That was kind of like that Bernie Madoff shit.
Bernie Madoff died too. Rest in peace, Bernie.
Yeah.
He did. He finally got out of jail.
Not in the way you wanted. He made it through COVID. He had COVID early on.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to his wife.
Did she go to jail? I know his kids. I think his kids
I think one of his kids killed himself.
Yeah. They didn't end up well.
So this just happened. The Fire Festival, they got they won the class action lawsuit.
Who they gonna get the money from?
I don't know. Each ticket holder gets $7,220.
Wow.
Who they get it from? Ja Rule?
Let me see here if it says.
How was he able to trick them like that with them fake ass cardstock photos?
Mm-hmm.
So they filed for $100 million and only got $2 million. Let's see. It doesn't.
Did they freeze his bank account? Because I think he spent all that money. He gave Ja Rule all that money, didn't he? Wasn't Ja Rule supposed to get all the acts for him?
Yeah. So they sold 8,000 tickets. They were supposed to have 30 top artists. Some VIP packages sold for as much as 12,000.
And then they got a bologna sandwich.
Oh my God. This sandwich don't even got no meat on it. It's just
that was one of my favorite parts of whichever documentary. It was like, and look at this sandwich. And it was like in a white styrofoam box. It's a sad little bologna sandwich.
And didn't they have a black lady out there who was supposed to be cooking on the island for them, but they didn't pay her?
Yeah. Nobody got paid.
What happened to the VIP tents and shit?
Oh my God, look at this fucking sandwich. I'm about to send you the picture on Facebook Messenger, Chris. Hold on.
Okay.
Did they get anything? But they should have known something wrong when they was busting them out there like that.
Some people flew down there.
Yeah, they flew.
This is so embarrassing.
And some of them spent the night out there, didn't they?
Oh yeah, like they were trapped there for like days or something. I mean, they got stuck there for like 2 or 3 days, and they had to.
Why?
They couldn't charter the planes back, and they didn't have the buses, and they got stuck. They got stuck there. Oh, the sandwich is so funny. Look at it. Not even bologna. It's literally just 2 whole wheat breads, 2 slices of provolone cheese, and some salad.
That is what your 4-year-old makes you when they say, "I'm gonna cook dinner."
Oh, that's great.
Can you imagine spending $12,000 and getting 2 pieces of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and the leftover of a salad? Oh, that would piss me off.
Now, what would have pissed me off if the concert wasn't real.
It doesn't say who's supposed to be paying this money.
Yeah, that's it's like when OJ, they got OJ for, to pay them back. He didn't have any money. He's never paid them a dime. Civil judgments, it doesn't seem like anybody ever actually pays that money, and they don't have to, and there's no punishment if you don't. Otherwise, OJ would be in jail.
He never had to pay that money?
I don't think he's ever paid the Goldmans a dime. They keep trying to get money from him, which is why he went to jail for stealing his own shit.
Let me look that up.
I think they did get some money from OJ.
I know he's living in like a 1-bedroom condo. If you watch his Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
He's trying to keep his money. If he move into a house, the Goldman gonna come. He ain't no fool. Well, he is a fool for speaking out the other day, but he ain't no fool. He don't need no big house.
Fred Goldman says OJ still owes him $70 million, has only paid $132,000.
Jesus Christ.
And look at this smile on his face. Just classic OJ.
And he be on Twitter talking about, "Ooh, I can't believe they killed him." Like, motherfucker, what do you mean you can't believe?
I love when he gets on there. He's like, they shouldn't have done that. And he like plays morality police. He's like, that's a bad look. Right.
While he out there swinging golf clubs with murder on his hand.
Oh, OJ.
Yeah, he owes them $70 million. He ain't paid nothing.
He ain't gonna pay nothing.
And they are on him. And they find out that he like I saw in some documentary, like he got an endorsement deal and the Goldmans contacted the company like, send that check to us. Like
originally he was supposed to pay $33.5 million, but because of interest, he is up over $57 million. The nigga ain't worked in 40 years.
And
he already had money before he even went to jail. He just moved it.
Yeah. And nobody really knows how he gets paid or, friends give it to him or what.
Well, they couldn't touch his retirement. We know that. They couldn't touch his retirement, I don't think. So that's how he lived. He living off that, what was that, a Coca-Cola commercial he had back in the day?
Yeah.
No, Hertz.
Hertz.
It was Hertz. Nigga. It made black folks want to go rent at Hertz.
He, I didn't realize how famous he was until I watched that ESPN documentary. He was like,
he had to kill a white woman before you realized he was famous.
Well, no, I was not born yet. It wasn't racism. I was just a zygote.
He
was ball dust.
But like in the 70s.
How old are you? Oh, that's right. You wasn't born.
Yeah, 70s and 80s.
Was you born when Nicole got killed?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I was like second or third grade.
That's what I'm asking you. Well, you was a fucking baby. So I truly apologize for
That's
that.
Okay. When we were out in LA, I went out to see his house where it was. When you took me out to Rogan and I had a rental car, I drove out. I was like, I'm going to go see Brentwood. I want to see. And like the streets are all tiny. The house got torn down and the owners built like a giant fence, but
it was like really interesting to kind of see where that all, like the street was super narrow. I couldn't imagine like all the reporters and everybody that was on that street. Once you drive the drive, he did it. There's no way he didn't do it.
Now you gonna be on a black podcast saying this black man killed that white woman. What's wrong with you, Chris? You don't got to come.
No, you know good and hell well OJ did.
OJ did it. Come on.
You don't hide in the back of a Bronco.
Chris.
Yes, ma'am.
He did it, but we ain't gonna say he did it. He did it. I remember sitting there, and I remember how divided the world was, because I was in my early 20s, and I haven't really experienced racism at the time. I ain't really, I ain't really had a relationship with white people other than welfare workers and shit like that. So all I know is when it's black, you side was black. And I didn't think about this was somebody's wife's sister. All I remember is what I was taught. Fuck that white bitch. And he should have killed her. Who gives a fuck? I didn't think about her being no human being. And when he was found not guilty, I remember cheering. As I got older and started to be around people that didn't look like me and realized we all fucking human. And I remember just sitting there thinking about how much I cheered him on. And to say that somebody loved that woman. That was somebody's mama, daughter, sister. And I was like, fuck, I was stupid. And I don't know what made me come to my senses by her. But I just remember saying, I cheered this piece of shit on.
Yeah,
because as black people, you didn't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck if he did it or not. I'm siding with him. And I think that's why I'm so down the middle now. I like to hear both sides. Or I like to look at both sides as good as I can be. And I try to get the facts from opinion from both sides, or the feeling from both sides. And at that time in my life, it was just, I'm black and I don't give a fuck about her. And she shouldn't have been dating a black man anyway, because that's how I was raised.
Well, that was the crazy thing about the OJ ESPN thing, is like he was at UCLA in 1968. So it was like the height of the civil rights era. He's this huge football star, and they keep approaching him to like lend his voice to it. And he said no. He becomes this mega, like the first black face in all these advertisements. He's mega famous, and he won't identify like with the black community at all. And then they talk,
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Right. And then like the second he needed them for the trial and Johnny Cochran, he like completely, and the whole racial component of that episode of that documentary was really interesting. Like
they always come back. They always come back when the white man take them down. So did Bill Cosby.
You saw Stacey Dash did it.
Yeah, they always come back.
Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know how bad he was. Now that he don't like me no more.
They always come back because they always come back to their roots. Because once they get out there and they realize, hey, in the end, black people are some forgiving people. We are the race that you can fuck over 100 times, and we'll continue to pray with you. Some of us. Well, I don't know why we're so fucking forgiving, but we are. And for us to let him back in like that, I was born in the 70s, so I don't remember none of that shit with OJ and stuff like that. So when you look at shit like that and he had that attitude, I ain't black. I'm like, really, motherfucker? They should have did this documentary before they did that murder trial. We'd be like, that nigga did it.
Yeah, I mean,
you coon.
I don't know how much you remember, Dion, but like I was 10, 12. Like I remember the day of the verdict, they rolled TVs into the elementary school cafeteria. So during the cafeteria, and then when he was let off at Brentwood Elementary School in Plainfield, Indiana, the whole room cheered. They're like, yeah! And we had no concept of like what had happened. I didn't know, but I just remember it was all I remember as a kid, because for 2 years, society was obsessed with this guy. At the same time, it was everywhere.
Must-watch TV.
Yeah.
It was literally must-watch TV. It was on 24/7. At school, you come home, your parents would be watching it. And I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it because I didn't know who OJ was. But I just remember watching when he tied the glove on. I remember watching that.
Yeah,
live,
me too.
and I was just like, I didn't understand it. To this day, I still don't get the fascination with OJ.
If it didn't fit, you must have
quit.
We were. Go ahead.
In order for him to not make the glove fit, he quit taking his medication, and that's why his hands swelled up.
Yeah,
that's how he beat the glove not fitting, was he stopped taking his medication.
So we were on spring break when he did the white Bronco chase, and we went over to the hotel room of the people that we were going to go see a movie with, and the dad of the other family was watching this, and my dad goes, "We're not going to that movie. Let's go home." And we went home and watched the Bronco chase because it was way more exciting than whatever movie we were going to go see. Like, is OJ going to get killed on live TV? Let's see. I mean, it's hard to explain to people like how all encompassing it was for years. I mean, that documentary is really good.
Juxtapose that now. Can you imagine a black man going on a chase like that with today's policing? Like, they'd have shot the shit out of OJ.
I mean, come on. That was the LAPD in the 90s. Yeah.
They'd have shot.
He was famous. He's famous. Now, if it was a regular nigga like you, they'd shoot the shit out of you. But no, they wasn't. Everybody knew who OJ was. They're not going to kill famous people like that. But the thing about, since we're talking about LA, did y'all see the guy? I don't know I'm not even going to say his nationality because I don't really know it. But he was just running around LA the other day, just shooting people. Shot the Uber driver, just randomly running around shooting. I said, these motherfuckers are crazy.
I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah, just randomly running around shooting people. He killed like 2 people. A newly married couple was in Starbucks drive-through, and he shot the husband in the head while the wife was in the car.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ!
God, could you imagine? Poor woman.
No, I cannot imagine. People are crazy. And I be telling, I be like, y'all leave the guns in the house. I'll be like, no, y'all take the guns with you, goddammit. Because you don't know who you got to shoot. Who gonna shoot you or whatever the fuck. Leave it up on the passenger seat.
I don't understand it. That why people just, I understand like if you got beef with somebody, you know what I mean? But just to go around randomly killing folks like the dude when we was down in Atlanta who shot all the massage parlor people up. Like, motherfucker, they didn't make you horny. That was you. They didn't even know you existed. And he went down there and killed them people. It's just shit like that really pisses me off.
Pisses me off too, because I said, it'll come out so much better if you kill yourself first. Yes. And the rest of this shit will work itself out. I mean, do yourself first. Don't make the world suffer because you a dickhead. You take it because if you, I hope if you kill people and then you kill yourself and everybody turn into a spirit, I hope they beat your ass in spirit before God decide where the fuck you gonna go. So I can see them outside of their body. They all whooping your motherfucking ass, re-killing your spirit. I hope they kill your spirit.
I hope you come back as a pit bull in that guy's stable.
Get fucked by the black kid who's supposed to be cleaning up.
I was telling my friend today, she's like, "Hey, you got the wildest stories about how he said, and don't get mad, audience, because I've said this before. When I was little, we used to dog fight my German Shepherd for now laters and shit." And she was like, "You dog fight for food?" I said, "Bitch, hell." And I would get so mad when Pup would like lose and shit. I'm like, "Nigga, you just lost dinner. Fuck is wrong with you?" So I would jump in and choke the other dog out because sometimes Pup just didn't have what it take to finish. So I was like, "We ain't losing today, nigga." I jump in that motherfucker and put that dog in the chokehold and say, "You ain't about to get my nail laters, bitch," and beat that nigga ass or $2 or whatever the fuck he was gambling for.
Usually when people talk about they were into dog fighting, they owned the dog. You were actually dog fighting.
Yeah, fighting with my dog. We was a tag team.
Oh,
The WWE Dog Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, me and Pup didn't play that shit.
Pup and Rabbit.
Yeah, Pup was an old German Shepherd. You throw Pup on the ground, I jump on your motherfucking back and put that arm on your ass and choke these shit. I would grab that dog and an apple and it's over, nigga. Get the fuck up out Pup. We trying to get these down later. Cause we would eat crayon apples out the tree all the time. And he was sick of eating them crayon apples. We'd be throwing up and shit all the time.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat those at all.
Yeah, they're not.
Them green apples, you can't eat a lot of them. They make your stomach upset. Me and Papa be throwing up like dogs. He was a dog.
You're not supposed to feed your dog crayon apples.
Or yourself.
Papa never ate dog food. He ate whatever the fuck we ate. If we ate bologna sandwich, Papa ate bologna sandwiches.
You should have took him to Fire Festival. Got him a cheese sandwich.
Papa, boy, he had it rough, boy. I miss old Papa. I've never owned another dog. Because, this day and time, you can't dog fight with your dog. You go to jail. I just miss him because we got him as a puppy. And he was my buddy. He was my motherfucking buddy, boy. That was my dog there. And that day he died, I cried like a bitch. But I don't never want another dog. My mama had those chihuahuas, and I just never wanted another dog.
How old were you when Pup died?
Excuse me. I was in elementary school, pregnant. I wanted Papa to see Ashley. But he got up out of here before Ashley was born. No, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't pregnant with Ashley. I was in elementary.
The fact that you got that confused. Dion and I, you should see our faces on the YouTube. We're just like, Dion is staring into the camera with this confused look like, is she really serious right now? What a life.
What a life. I enjoy my life. I went to a place here down by Lake Lanier in Atlanta, and I was just doing open mic, and they was like, imagine me in Carmer, Indiana, and nobody knows who the fuck I am. And I'm doing comedy, and everybody going for me. They just doing these cat jokes, and the typical bullshit you see Dion at an open mic, and they're fucking smashing. And I was like, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna fucking hate me. So I don't change my shit for nobody. I don't give a fuck what walk of life you from. I'm about to take you on a Negro field trip. So I get up there and I said, I'm about to take you white people on a Negro field trip. At the time I said Negro, all I heard was white asses clamped together real, real hard. Like they was trying to keep some out their asshole. And I started with crack, baby. And the first thing they said, I said, what you oohing for? I said, I don't need you people help. I just shot a TV show. I'm doing good, motherfuckers. Okay? Sit back and listen to these stories. And it took me a minute to really get them in, but they would laugh like that.
Yeah, covering their face, the white girl shock face. Yeah,
they was study covering their fucking faces and shit, and I'm like, guys, it's okay, these crack babies are fine. They hit a lick, and so
that's not funny to y'all.
I didn't understand what she said. They hit a lick.
You know what that means?
No.
You don't know what hit a lick is?
No. Never heard that in my life.
Oh my God.
Dion. Oh.
They came up, Chris.
Okay.
They won the lottery.
Got it.
Yeah, they won the lottery. Hit a lick. You hear somebody say, I'm going to hit a lick. They about to come up. They about to get something good. They about to go get something.
Got it.
They about to win. Yeah. So so that's probably why they didn't laugh either. Because I said hit a lick. And it was just, I did my shit and it was good and I enjoyed it. I love making people uncomfortable because it's like with me, I think people want to act like people like me don't exist. People from my walk of life don't exist because they're so comfortable in their walk of life. No, motherfucker, I do exist. Only difference is nobody put me in a trash can and I got, I fucking sawed my way out of this shit, some bitch. And they just be killing me. I said, you fake some bitches. And I had a good time with them. They was like, you was so funny. And the owner was like, thank you. I fucking hate these bougie motherfuckers. I said, I was saying nigger in anything. I sure would. Because you know why? I stay me all the motherfucking time. I don't know how to change. I don't know how to be professional. I don't know how to be fake. Hollywood. I fucking hate Hollywood.
I don't blame you.
I cannot stand these motherfuckers. You gotta play like you like people. You literally have to play like you like people when they don't fucked up. Oh, good job. But I'm gonna need you. I was in the meeting up there. I said, this ain't gonna work.
Why?
This is not gonna work. I can't get into full detail. I said, this ain't gonna work. I just don't. I mean, why can't you just be honest with a motherfucker? Say, this is garbage. That's what you should be able to tell a motherfucker. You can't say that shit. You gotta go, oh my God, good job, but we need to tweak it here. No, nigga, start over. This shit look like motherfucking hicka dooga dooga. Fuck is this bullshit?
Milka do know.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck they gave me last week, but I was pissed the fuck off. You gotta fake it.
She would
so
say that
of-
on set often, Chris. She was like, oh, that was terrible. I'm sorry, I can't say that. I know, I'm trying.
Give me a joke. Oh, where the fuck you get that book? That shit is horrible. Oh, I can't say that. Can you try a little bit harder? You shouldn't have to fake it with people. You should be able to tell motherfucker, hey, that joke has been used 100 motherfucking times. Don't give me that hacky shit, okay? I don't want that hacky. I don't want this fucking fake, this knockoff Viagra joke. I want Viagra, nigga. But you can't tell people the fucking truth in this industry. I hate these motherfuckers, y'all. I hate them. And then you know, it's just they stupid. They don't follow up. You know what it is with the industry? Is everybody got an assistant. Everybody. You tell this motherfucker something, they tell their assistant tell their assistant. I said, fuck all y'all. I'm gonna pick up the phone and call a nigga like we used to in 82. I don't need your assistant calling your assistant to call that assistant, call this motherfucker. I hate that shit. I hate it. I go around everybody and I get straight to the motherfucking head. I hate it. Yeah, I mean, because it's just so, I fucking hate this shit. I don't know how to deal with it. They don't have no open mind. They want to keep creating the same bullshit. I'm like, I don't know what you motherfuckers want.
Money.
And it irks.
That's
It irks
that
the shit out
same
of
old
me.
shit is why they keep doing it. It's the formula works, so keep cashing checks with the formula. Creativity doesn't factor into it.
The fuck is all these motherfuckers little lint? Did somebody kill a chicken in this motherfucker?
Yeah, it literally looks like you had a pillow fight and there's feathers floating everywhere.
You see that? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. So it's just little shit like that that irritates the shit out of me. And people they don't have no creative minds and shit. You know, you try to give them something that they don't have and they want what they already have. What the fuck did you bring me along for?
Yeah.
You know, they act like you ain't never heard a joke. Nigga, I'm a comedian. I've heard this whack ass shit 100 times. This shit, I mean, why the shit you have to play like you like somebody? Now, you should be able to work with somebody. Why do you have to play like you like a motherfucker?
That's a really good question. That is a really good question.
I ain't never played like I like somebody. I don't like you, but I have a conversation with you. I think you should be able to tell a motherfucker you don't like them.
It's almost like the person who can play politics the best wins. Like it's like you're almost honored for the art of being a bullshitter. Like the best bullshitter wins, not the best talent or person. It's like the best person that markets themselves and lies about themselves the best. It's really like, I don't know.
That's about what it is, Chris.
Yeah.
That's about what it is. Because I've seen motherfuckers who market themselves so good and they get on stage, they be do.
So here's a question. You know, the release of the show is the summertime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get some more of the cast members on before it comes out?
I wanted to. I was thinking about doing the kids. Do you want to do them one at a time or all? Is it 4 kids or 3? It's 4 kids. Want to do them all at one time or how should we do it?
Chris?
Maybe all at once?
I think it would. I mean, can we? It's going to be hard to do over Zoom, though, right?
No. It'd be okay. I mean, do you want the one-on-one attention, or are they so young in their careers? Like with Jay Bernard, we had so many different things to talk about. You know, Like,
I don't know if you know who Junebug is, but Junebug had his own show.
I saw him in a Sprite commercial.
That motherfucker be working. That motherfucker just bought him a Hellcat too. I said, did you just buy a $90,000 car, little boy? Yeah, he be working. He probably got the most experience out of all the kids. So we could always do the two boys together, then we can do the two girls together.
That might work. Yeah.
Yeah, I work on getting a Zoom for them.
We still need to get Tammy on too.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get Tammy by herself. We'll definitely get her on by herself. Yeah,
because I really want to hear her thoughts on the last episode because of how emotional y'all were and how shocked everybody was. I really can't wait for people to see this episode in particular, just because it's so good, Chris. Like, people were literally crying, like real tears. The show's funny all throughout the 10 episodes, but the build up at the end is such a good payoff. It's such a good payoff. She was phenomenal. I had never heard about her, and I was blown away by how good she was. She was amazing. Y'all's chemistry is probably one of the funnest things I think I've ever watched live in person. To see from episode 2 to episode 10, that was 2.5 months, but you literally felt like y'all were blood. The way y'all gelled so well together. I mean, if y'all could do your own spinoff, it'd just be y'all two. It's like what was that show with the two ladies, Laverne and Shirley?
Laverne and Shirley, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's so good.
It was. I mean, it was. At one point I had to ask Jordan, nigga, this comedy, dramedy, or drama? You got me doing every goddamn thing. You got a bitch crying. You got me falling in the floor. What the fuck you got? I thought I was just gonna be a comedy. This ain't no goddamn comedy right here.
Air fucking.
So, huh?
Air fucking.
Yeah, I mean, he really.
I can't wait to post that video once the show comes out.
He really pushed me a lot. They really pushed me a lot. Kim Fields shot the last 2 episodes, and Tootie from Facts of Life.
Yeah,
it was wonderful working.
Did she give you that hat?
No, this is my fucking hat. And what was so cool about it? On one episode, the therapist episode, it was words like Jordan had really dug and pulled shit out of my life that I did not want to say to the daddy on the show. And I something happened, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened, but it was so cold-blooded how they left it in there. And you're gonna think I was acting, but it was just something that I just said, I can't do it. And you won't be able to tell that it didn't belong. And I remember my husband calling me and said, "Oh my God, when you did this, it was so good." I was like, they left that shit in there? So it was just.
Can we get Jordan on too?
Yeah.
Didn't he just recently win an award?
Yes, he did. He won a lot of money for it too. We could probably get Jordan on first. Yeah, we could probably shoot for next week to get Jordan on.
Do we want to wait for some of these people until after everybody's seen the show so we don't have to like dance around spoilers? Because like I'd love to, after we all watch the show as an audience, like have Jordan on to talk about why he made the choices he made. I mean, we could do both, but just thinking out loud.
Idea.
Oh, well, that is a good idea. We can definitely do that after. Because you don't want to dance around.
Yeah, we don't want to give away. We don't want to give away anything. It's rapidly approaching. I mean, April's already over, so
don't have to wait much longer. Hopefully,
nope.
Well, do you have to get to the comedy club?
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I do. I gotta get my ass to the comedy club.
Hopefully, you get all the iodine out of it. And
hope it's not leaking lemon jello anymore.
Okay. All right. Thank you all. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for listening to another episode of The Pat Down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com. for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.